Hi, everybody. My name is Sandra Muller, and today I wanted to talk to you about the benefits of working with amethyst. I have a beautiful amethyst right here. You see the record keeper right here. So that is a little triangular formation, an indentation. Maybe you see it right there, that keeps records. So we call it a record keeper. So I'm a gemologist, a crystal healer, and a channeler to the Council of AR. I practice shamanism and I do healings. I do a daily healing every day called Crystal Clear Healing Energy. It is abbreviated CCHE. It's 15 minutes every day at the same time worldwide, and people are benefiting so much. I am benefiting so much. The Council of AR is a group of helping spirits with whom I associate with shamanically and work with them. They work through me when I do long distance healings, and they are so wise and so compassionate. They channeled a book called Crystal Clear Joy. Here you go. Crystal Clear Joy. Channeled conversation with the Council of AR, a shamanic journey home to crystal clear joy. So today they want to answer for us. I will do a live channeling in a minute. They do want to answer this question: how to restore your heart back to joy when trapped in sadness again. So amazingly enough, the book that I channeled, Crystal Clear Joy, was called, as they asked me to name it, A Shamanic Journey Home to Crystal Clear Joy. And today, when I was doing my morning shamanic practice and asking them, because I felt a lot of sadness in my heart, asking them how to relieve that sadness. There's no need to feel sadness. Well, they explained that it was a purification process needed many times during a lifespan. So when we feel sad, something is happening. There is a purification process. There's something going on inside of our hearts. And it obviously felt better when I was doing the shamanic journey. When I was in a light trance doing my own shamanic journey to ask for help to my helping spirits, immediately I went home. And that place in my heart where I meet with the Council of AR, for me, is home. It feels like home. I know it's home. I go back to my essence. I have them as a helping energy, a group of spirits that communicate with me through words and energy and visions and feelings. And it really felt like home. So I'm not surprised at all that when I was looking for the title for my book, they said to call it A Shamanic Journey Home to Crystal Clear Joy. Not everybody knows how to do a shamanic journey, but you can certainly learn. I learned the basic course was done amazingly well with the Foundation for Shamanic Studies. Out of San Francisco, they even do it all over the world. You can learn to do a shamanic journey, to go back home, to meet your helping spirits, to meet your guides, your angels. That energy that sustains you, that is with you always. It seems to be that we're all capable to go through the veil and go and achieve an altered state of consciousness. This state of consciousness is beautiful. It's very simple to get to do that. It relieves our soul from pain because simply we're able to see the big picture. When we are in this density, in this reality, which is very dense, full of feelings and emotions and anger and confusion and lack of clarity, and maybe for some people even strong depression because of having lost that connection to the essence of ourselves, to the part of us that is the real essence of our soul. So when we go home, and we can go to that home in many different ways. We can go to that home through prayer, or through singing, or through dancing, or through walking, or in nature, or there's so many ways. We can do hypnosis. Past life regressions is a great way to know who we are as a soul. But we can also use shamanic work, the process of ancient modality called shamanism, where we, once we get used to doing it, it's very quick. It takes me about 5-6 seconds to get in an altered state of consciousness with the help of the drum, of the sound of the drum at a particular beat, because my brain is already accepting that sound as a way, as the horse that takes me there, as the Siberians say. So when we go home to that place where knowledge is stored, where our heart can be restored from the daily pain that we feel when we live our lives, because things happen to us, relationships break, different things, work and family life, and it can be anything. So we're very porous, and some of us are very sensitive to the energies of other people around us and the energies that are going on globally. So today, my helping spirits showed me the amethyst. It was my medicine for today. And here, the record keeper that I was talking about is a great way for me to retrieve information by just simply putting my finger there and putting an intention and going to the medicine to receive the medicine of the amethyst. Amethyst being such a beautiful quartz, a beautiful creation from Mother Earth. This is a beautiful piece that I love. And so it is all about going home to retrieve information and to retrieve healing. What I do daily is a 15-minute healing session for everyone in the world. You have to sign up in a subscription, and it's very easy to do. And people are gaining so much because the healing portal of energy is open at that time due to our intention, all of the group's intention to receive a specific healing that you will name in the subscription form. So today I am ready to channel the Council of AR. They want to talk to us regarding how to restore our hearts back to joy when trapped in sadness. So here we go. We are here for you at all times, for all of you asking with your intention to receive blessings, to receive clarity. When sadness hits your heart and your brain, it is good to acknowledge it. Do not run away from it by doing something, calling a friend, going on Instagram or on social media. It is good to acknowledge it. Okay, sadness is within my energy field. What does it mean? What happened to me as a human being that allowed sadness to come in when joy is my birthright? Joy is my natural state of being. So where does sadness come from? Sadness can come from many, many places. It can be an instant remembrance of something from the past, either in this life or in another time. And it can be that somebody else is thinking of you. It can also be triggered by another person's thoughts on you that you maybe hurt them, or vice versa. It can be so many things, because human beings are basically emotional antennas that have frequencies, and these frequencies travel in time and space, and they travel all the time. While you're doing your day, while you're working, your breath consists of life force, and this life force is linked to frequency that is constantly traveling around the time and space. So sadness can be triggered by something very, very simple, like hearing something or watching something or a thought that came into your brain. But sadness is an emotion that human beings accepted to have when incarnated into a new life in a human body. It was acceptable for the soul to come to planet Earth, where planet Earth is the planet of emotions, of feeling. You see, in other places, you could have a life in other galaxies and other planets, and those planets do not offer a paradise like planet Earth that is the paradise of beauty and emotion. The fact that you can feel, the fact that you can contemplate nature and merge with nature. That is because when you are living in planet Earth, the frequency, although is very dense here in planet Earth, it is also the frequency of love. And love has emotions. So love is the whole range of emotions, from pure joy to pure sadness. Maybe something is making you sad because of the memory of a lost pet that you loved. You see how it goes? So sadness is part of livelihood of a human being on planet Earth. And sadness needs to be embraced and honored and cherished, because sadness means to you that you are alive, that you are filled with emotions and feelings, that you are living as a human being, that every day, every second is different, that what you can be feeling this morning might not be the same thing as what you're feeling in the afternoon. So sadness is part of humanity. It is better to be feeling sadness, which is the opposite of love, because sadness, as we explained, could be the feeling of having lost a relationship of someone that you loved, of having lost a dear one that passed away, of having lost a dear pet that passed away. So sadness is a beautiful purification feeling. And when we say purification, we want to explain to you that by accepting that emotion and by bathing in it, feeling that you're immersing yourself in the emotion, you're bathing, your purification process is happening. You're growing, you're allowing more. You're not into the mechanism of judgment. When you are in pure sadness, it is not a judgment, it is a feeling. So judgment is different. Judgment does not carry the goodness that sadness carries. Sadness is an emotion, is a feeling of love. So when you are in judgment, which is a completely different energy, when you're in judgment, you're closing yourself to the understanding of what an emotion brings you. So the judgment immediately puts you in a box, if you want. And when someone has hurt you, it is advisable to release them from the pain that they are causing you, to release them, to offer them your love anyways, because they were just teaching you something that you had to see on yourself. They were just showing you something. And that something is part of your purification process. Like when you wash a dirty shirt, you have to rub it. And it is not easy to wash something that is very dirty by just putting it in water with soap and getting it out. You have to rub it. There is a motion that is a strong motion. And by rubbing it either through an electrical appliance or with your hands, that is how you remove the dirt. So that is not necessarily comfortable, but it is a purification. So when an experience has been painful, when somebody has hurt you, when the loss of a dear one is causing you sadness, accept that emotion. That is part of the human experience. And that is what we wanted to say today to all of you. Today, the energies of the full moon of the 23rd and 24th of April are still very strong. And the light of the full moon is so accessible right now in your field. So if you are able to close your eyes and feel that light of the moon coming into your heart chakra and filling up your entire body so that your entire body feels the light, the moonlight, and feels that purification process and feels lighter and feels acknowledged by nature, by the universe. You are acknowledged at this very moment in time. Your pain is acknowledged. Your sadness is acknowledged and transformed into light. And it is such a unique experience to be alive as a human being. A unique experience that takes you to many, many emotions. And today, the emotion was sadness. And tomorrow, it will be joy, because everything is always in movement. So trust the process that your soul is going through. Trust the process that your heart is going through. Trust that the light of the moon right now is going to heal those sleepy cells that have preferred to sleep through life, to sleep through pain, to not acknowledge the essence of what it is to be alive. Many of you refuse any uncomfortable feeling. And maybe when uncomfortable feelings come, you immediately go to relieve it by eating or drinking alcohol or anything, calling somebody on the phone, looking at a YouTube video. You try to relieve it by anesthetizing yourself with something, but it is not effective. So what we offer you is the simple acceptance of that feeling in your heart. Just accept it. Know that something is happening to you, something that you're maybe not capable of understanding. And that is okay too. You are not here to understand and process everything with your brain. There are movements of energies in your field constantly that have to go through you so that you can complete this experience of being alive. When someone does not do what you think they should do, you suffer. You immediately process it as that person is mean or egocentric or whatever, or narcissist. But it is something that you need to process. And why does that person not do what you think they should be doing? And why is it affecting you so much? When a pure state of ultimate joy is when you accept the good and the bad of your daily lives, when you accept it and you still choose joy, when you accept everything that comes to you and still choose joy, that is when the universe can transform your life. When you accept the good and the bad and still choose to go home to your heart through breath and find joy that is waiting for you right there. So with this, we will conclude today's session, and we acknowledge all of you at this very moment in time. Thank you. That was very beautiful. So, yes, we need to go home to our hearts, to accept our lives the way they are, and transform a moment of sadness, a moment of sorrow into pure joy. It transforms our energy, it transforms our life. So if you do have a little piece of amethyst today, maybe you could work with it. And I certainly will work with this beautiful amethyst throughout my day. And I remind you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the beautiful channeling sessions that the Council of AR offers. And I also invite you to look at my website, loveacrystal.com, and search for CCHE, Crystal Clear Healing Energy. That is where the explanation for the 15-minute healing, daily healing, is available. It is such a simple way to receive a daily healing. So I thank you all, and I hope to see you very soon. Thank you.